I did.
Oh, you did. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So I'm going to go ahead and get that going.
You twins.
Yeah.
Your hands are full. How old are they?
They just turned 13.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're probably in full swing. Busy,
We're in
busy.
full swing. We're running around with sports and school and more sports and homework and all kinds of stuff. So
Yeah. It's so fun at this age. I mean, you're crazy busy, but it's so fun. And then that next milestone is when one of them, when they get their driver's license, then you're like, like ha ha ha, ha, like freedom, right? Your
yes,
schedule frees up a little bit. So
yes, exactly. I must say, I have to thank Chat GPT for helping me with the math.
yeah.
Because I don't remember some of that stuff, like the geometry and all the equations, and they're
Oh,
asking us to help. And so I just put it right in there. I just ask the question, it jets out all the answer and explains it, and it's awesome. Then I can read it,
amazing.
understand it, and then help teach it.
Right. Well, because I think they have different ways of doing it than the way we were taught, right? So you obviously want to enforce what they're being taught in the classroom, but I mean, I know Bruce and I went through that same thing. We're like, we have no clue what this matrix is that you're talking about or whatever, right? I mean, we
Yeah,
know
it's
the
all
old
new.
longhand and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah, in the beginning, I used to say, "Here's the way I am gonna like. I can teach you my way, but I have no idea what you're talking about. At least I
Exactly.
can get the answer, and then maybe try to figure yours out." But
Exactly.
Chat GPT for anyone that has kids my age, that it's getting it is a huge help. It really is.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing just where anybody, I mean, where people will take that. We've used it obviously in real estate, and I'm sure other people have used it in many other ways too. So it's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it is 9 o'clock here or a minute after here. So we'll get started so that we can be mindful of everyone's time.
Okay.
Thank you guys again for joining us this morning on Empire Masterminds. I'm Kelly Domaille, and we have posted in our Facebook page. If you guys are not already a member of our Facebook page, please seek us out. Bruce, maybe you can put the link in the chat here. Feel free to join our Facebook page because we post all of these sessions, the recordings. So if you miss one or you can't make it every week, which I get, you can visit back to that page and watch any of those recordings. So we have decided to devote the month of May to video. Video is huge right now. I mean, absolutely huge. I've got some stats I want to share with you before we get into our special guest. Right now, stats, what they're saying is 95, people are retaining 95% of what they see in a video versus 10% of what they read in maybe a static post. People are spending 16 hours a week watching online video content. I mean, that's huge. Yeah. I mean, we can all probably go, yes, we've done that, and maybe even more in some cases, right? Um, some stats on maybe just running a video in your ad campaign. They say that increases your conversion rate by 34% by just including video versus a static post. Including a video on your landing page on a website can boost conversion rates up to 80%. And Statista report shows that US marketers are going to spend 41.9% more on video ad campaigns by 2024. So obviously they know it's working. They're doubling down and spending almost, just under 50% more in video. And the last stat I have for you is YouTube has 2 billion users, which means that's almost about a third of the internet. And 51% of consumers spend their time on YouTube doing either research or watching things before they purchase. So that just kind of gives you some stats on the power of video. And to help you maybe get engaged more in video in your own marketing and take it to the next level, we have a super special guest today, Sean Regal. He is a digital marketer and also a licensed realtor. He serves neighborhoods surrounding the southern Chester County and western county of Philadelphia. He has extensive marketing experience, and his focus is disruptive digital marketing. He's got some great techniques that hopefully he's going to share with us today. That helps obviously sellers make some more money, and as well as just executing the basics of real estate here. His family, as we kind of talked about, his twins, and I'm sure his wife, are the fuel behind a lot of his involvement in the community. He's a lacrosse coach. He's on the Kennett Education Foundation. He's on Kennett collaborative boards and volunteers on a lot of local committees. Plus, he is the creator of Kennett Local, which is a fabulous website. If you guys get a chance to check it out, I highly encourage you to do so. It highlights local businesses. He uses a ton of video. I've watched it. Sean, you're amazing. He's definitely embraced the video culture. And after posting consistently for over 4 months, Sean's starting to really reap the rewards of that. So without further ado, I will turn it over to Sean Regal. Thank you so much for being here.
Yes, absolutely. So I don't know if can you see behind me? You can see the green screen, everything behind me.
It's
yes. So, and can you see my screen as well?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So Aaron and Pam, where are you guys in the video piece of marketing? Are you just getting started? Are you trying to, like, can you explain that way? Maybe I can help guide the two of you.
Sure. Do you want me to go first?
Sure.
First.
Okay. I started doing a little bit of video with a marketing guy, but then I stopped.
Okay.
So here I am back. So
okay,
he just is all over. You need to do video. You need to do video. But I think I always hate seeing myself on video.
Okay. And Aaron, and I saw there's some more people on. So Aaron, if you want to just go ahead and let me know, and if anybody else wants to chime in, I'm just curious where everybody is.
So I have my own YouTube page that has 2 videos on there. I bought a gimbal this week with the intention of making more videos. So I've also followed Karen Carr down in Florida, the Video Boss agent, a little bit. And so I want to make more video. I just need to do it.
Okay, gotcha. Perfect. And if anybody else wants to chime in and say where they're at, that'd be great. Or if you're pretty much where everybody else is, Pam and Aaron. Okay, so this is what we're going to do today. We're going to talk about the equipment. We're going to talk about some helpful apps, the monthly plan. So you got to have a plan. That way you can figure out what kind of content you want. I'm going to show you an example and a couple other things, and then we're going to open it up to questions. So the first thing I want to show you, our equipment. So all I have is just an iPhone 12. That's all I'm doing anything on. I try not to spend too much money in getting a ton of equipment. What I'm trying to do is be consistent and get the videos out there on a daily basis. So iPhone 12, that's all I have. So we're going to start with the green screen. This one actually is a little bit short for me. So I'm 6'2", so I have to get down a little bit to be able to do my videos, but you can't really tell that I'm stooped down. And this one here is on a, you can just retract it and bring it right back up. That way it's so portable because I can take it upstairs. We have a sunroom upstairs. Natural light is better for the lighting. So this is a super green screen. I think Bruce is going to put the links to everything in the chat. The next is the teleprompter. So this actual teleprompter, I don't know if you can see this. Let me see if I can see me to help see if you can see it. But teleprompter wise, this is what I use. So this piece here holds the iPhone, and then you're literally putting an iPad on this landing right here. So what you can do, I need a teleprompter for some things, and like long form things that I just don't want to miss certain points. I'm gonna need a teleprompter to kind of keep me on track. This is, again, just using my iPhone. My iPad goes in there, and then I'll get into what apps we use to put it up for the teleprompter. The next
Sean?
thing, yeah.
Hey, Sean, real quick on that teleprompter, it looks like the phone just clips into the back of that.
Yeah.
And then does your iPad or computer go on there and your phone shows through the teleprompter screen or videos you through the teleprompter screen, or how's that work?
Correct. Let me put my iPhone on there. And then I brought my iPad down. So you can see how this, and then you have a this goes over top of it so you don't get any light.
Okay.
And then if you bring it around here, you'll see that in here is where you're going to read it. This is where your iPad will sit. And yes, you can adjust it so your phone camera is in the middle of the screen or wherever you need it to be.
Sweet.
Now,
So
the teleprompter that I have for Bruce to put on, this one got discontinued, is similar because it has the iPhone connector for you, that little piece.
okay.
So super easy. I think also a lot of them, if you have a big camera with the video, I think it has all of that already on there as well. But for me, I found the iPhone super easy. It takes great video. I don't need to spend $1,000 to get a great video with something like that. So microphones, I use a Comica, and what I do with this is, let me get my phone off of here. So with the Comica, you can put this little piece here in your phone, in the connection, and then you have two of these. This is where you're going to clip onto your shirt, and then this will wirelessly speak to your phone that is in the teleprompter or wherever it is, and you'll have it really helps with the sound, because in here you can hear probably a little bit of an echo. When I put this on, it cuts the echo out. When I'm outside, it cuts things out. I can walk further away. I can go into kitchens. I can interview people. That's why I have a second one. The link that he's going to have in there for you, it has these two. So when you interview somebody, they'll be able to wear this, and all that communicates back to your phone. It's actually pretty cool. There's other bells and whistles to it that I haven't even gotten to. And it also includes the microphone if you prefer to have a microphone. And also one of these little air fuzzy things that if you're outside, to cut down on the air. So I think I put the price in there.
They're usually not, Sean, if I can interrupt you just for a second, those are not too expensive, you guys. And when Bruce and I first started with video, we didn't have the microphones. And, when we were 10 feet away or 5 feet away, I mean, it just sounded really hollow. It wasn't very clear. And we invested, minimal amount of money in these lapel. It was different kind than what Sean has, but it's very similar. You get the two mics and you get the connector to your phone, and it makes a world of difference. I mean, you could be 25, 30, 50 feet away and it's super clear.
Yeah, very, very clear. I definitely think that it's important. So when you're popping out all these videos, you want to have a good video. You want to be clear. You want to be able to be heard. And then you want to have nice value and content. And so mine too was getting echoey, and it just sounded cheap, if you will. So this I found, I mean, up against some of the other ones, you could spend hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. But look, we're doing simple videos. We don't need to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars for something that's simple. You just need to cut the echo out. So the next is, I'll get back to the Prompt Smart Pro, is a tripod. So this is a tripod that I use. It was given to me by my neighbor. He was a photographer. He said, go ahead and take it. It gets to 7 feet tall. Why I like that is because the teleprompter that I showed you can go up real high, so I can look up at it if I wanted to. I'm 6'2", like I said, so I'm taller. So if I want to look straight at it, I can. If you only get 3 foot, you're gonna be a little bit limited. So I have 2 of these, one for the teleprompter and then this light. And speaking of lights, now with the green screen, what you don't want to do is have it facing you like this. And then if you see the green screen behind me, it's just a shadow. You don't want that shadow. You want to get rid of it. So how are you going to get rid of it? I actually, again, this is not high tech, folks. This is just putting this light on the floor. I put that on the floor. And so I've now eliminated that. It's illuminated behind me. And then I put my ring light, which is I don't know, $25 for this ring light. I have it plugged in behind me, so you might not see the full effect. But the idea is now you have the light on your face and there's no shadow behind you. Does that make sense? So don't overthink it and think you got to go out and spend $400 for all these lights. For the folks that are stuck on, I want to do video. I know I have to do video, but I don't have the right lighting. And then you wait another month. Who cares? Get a light. I'm a mountain biker. Before I used to take my mountain biking night light behind, put them both behind me and shoot it up there, and a flashlight. And one time I had my kids on the ground with flashlights holding up. So just do anything you can possibly think of to get light behind you, to get rid of that shadow. All right. And then get a little bit of light in front of you to illuminate your face. Then we've got, all right. So the Prompt Smart Pro, again, give me a second to get back over to that guy. And then I have.
While Sean's looking around, I just want to make just a couple of quick comments. Sean and I are in the same digital marketing boot camp, so to speak, and that's how we met. And so it's this teaches us how to do this video, and we're sharing all this with you guys for free. And the cool thing is everything that we have learned and all the equipment that we've purchased is very cheap. We're all about not spending a whole lot of money to put out some great quality videos. Like Sean said, we bang out videos, at least 8 to 10 videos, maybe even 20 videos a month. And we are putting them different places, but they look a little more professional, a lot more professional than we can just do off a phone and then posting it. And the neat thing is everything that he's talking about doing it as a single agent. Is not like a Kelly and I, where I set up and then Kelly's on the video and things like that. Sean's doing all this on his own. And I will tell you that with the equipment that he's gone through, which all of the links are in the chat right now, but the setup of all this stuff sometimes takes more time than actually shooting the videos, right?
100%.
So,
yeah, 100%. getting the scripts ready, getting your equipment ready, all that does take a lot of time. The actual video is not taking much time at all. The next piece of equipment, you done, Bruce?
Yep.
The next piece of equipment is this DJI Osmo 6. It's a gimbal. So this thing's awesome. It extends out, so you can use it if you want to have it stick out a little bit further, so it's not so close to your face. It also it just responds so well to everything that I'm doing. Also, it has some feet. So if I want to do something at the desk, or sometimes I just go in my car and I set it right on my console, and I can just shoot a quick video from my car. This also has an app that you can download. So when you're doing an interview, let's say you're in a restaurant and you're walking around out, it'll actually track you and it'll follow you in the interview. So that's pretty cool. So I use this thing for so much, like tons of my videos are just this. The example that I have a little bit later, it's me on the floor rolling up a carpet, a throw rug, and I just have this sitting on the floor. But you know, this is everything right here. And because I only do green screen for long form and things like that, and we'll get into that here in a second. So the green screen keys to look for each of these, going back to the green screen, make sure it's tall enough and make sure it's wide enough. If it's not wide enough, your arms are going to come out of it. So you got to make sure that you're inside that green, because I don't know, I move my arms a lot and I talk like this sometimes. Also, height. I wish this one was a little bit taller, but that's just the way it is. So make sure you get one that fits your body. Also, we talked about the teleprompter having an iPhone holder or a phone holder, cell phone holder. The comic, what do we got? Don't get the cheap. Yep, we talked about that. Need that second one for the interviews. Prompt Smart Pro. All right, so Prompt Smart Pro is the app that you would need, or maybe not, because I just found a loophole to that. If you want to put your scripts into Prompt Smart Pro, and then it syncs up from your computer to your iPad, so you can use it. Put the scripts right here and then use it in the teleprompter. So Prompt Smart Pro is great. I'm going to tell you how I got around that, and that's with the teleprompter app. So let me bring this app up. And how I'm doing it now, or at least trying to do it now, is you see this little icon right there, that the orange one or red. Mm-hmm. So that right there is now my new best friend. It's free. Actually, no, I take that back. I think I paid $20 because I can put more than 700 words in my scripting. So that is great, because when you, let me see if I can do this here. When you have a script, it is actually next to, here's my camera.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah.
Real quick. Is it possible to not have your screen shared so that you're bigger for everybody, so that everybody can see that?
Yep. Stop share. All right, is that good?
Yeah.
All right. So that's the app, teleprompter app. And the great thing about this is, here's my camera, and here is the script. So you can put it on, like right now, I'm just putting it on the Osmo, So I'll put it on here and I'll set that on top of my teleprompter here, not even using the teleprompter, and I'll just crank this out wherever I am on a green screen, whatever. And you can go landscape as well. So
And
this is awesome. You can set the speed. You can set the speed to it. You can, I mean, you could do all kinds of stuff. And I can crank this out. This is going to be probably a 25-second video, and you just crank it out. I put spacing in there. So when I do my editing, it's easy for me to, there's a space so that I don't move. I just stand there, gather my thoughts, and get going again. And trust me, this is an incredibly awesome app, and you can take it anywhere. So that right now is I guess the alternative to Prompt Smart Pro or Bellevue or Big View, I think it's called.
And I know we use Prompt Smart Pro, right, Bruce? That's
Yes.
what we use. So yes, we just have it on our computer and it's voice activated. You know, we start talking, it starts rolling.
Yep.
It stops if we stop, and then it'll start, you know, if we start reading again off the prompt, then it continues to move. So it's really very easy.
Yeah, very, very easy. And this teleprompter app is, I think, even easier, and it's closer to you don't want to look like you're reading anything. You want to look natural, like you're the one talking about all this stuff. Just like here right now, I'm just talking, I'm looking right at the camera. That's what you want it to actually look like when you're doing a video. All right. All right, I'm going to get back to screen share. And let's see what we got here next.
Do we have any questions for Sean before he slides into his next part?
Yeah, can he share the actual teleprompter app? Because there's like 8,000 of them that are called teleprompter.
Sean, I'll look for that. I think I've got it on
just
the
look for
phone.
that orange. All right, so we talked about Prompt Smart, and then there's two more here, two more apps. So I'm going to cut my screen again. First one's called CapCut. So CapCut is actually owned by TikTok. And I'm actually going to try to start figuring out how to use the Instagram. But CapCut, that's the CapCut right there. This is great because when you hit it, you can add a new project in. And what's really cool is you can, I don't know if you've ever edited in TikTok or ever even heard of CapCut, but when you do it, I can edit this whole video in literally less than 2 minutes, because there's an edit button, there's a split button, and all those pauses that I have, I'm just cutting that pause out and blending it together. I can add music from here, which is all the viral music, because you want to have viral music, so it helps your SEO and helps you get out to more people. So use that. You can do effects and all kinds of things with this. But the one cool thing that I did find is actually back to the teleprompter app. If you're doing it with a green screen, you can hit green screen, and it'll automatically just put up a picture. I don't have one here, but it'll automatically go to your photos, and you can pull in a stationary, just a picture of a house. So a lot of anything for like my funnels or anything like that, where you need videos in the funnels, so you're having more personalization, I use it in front of my green screen. I just go into my photos, grab a picture of a house, and just put that on there. It's done. You can also go to WeVideo and do a whole, if you like to edit, you can put all kinds of fancy things in the background going on. For my simple, quick videos, I don't do that. All right.
And I would just encourage you guys, this is a lot of new stuff. And if you're just getting into video, it might seem overwhelming. But honestly, once you go in and you just play around with these apps a little bit, it's not rocket science. It's very easy to just adapt how to use these things. So I would just encourage you all to find those free apps, play around with them a little bit, and you kind of get over the scare, the scariness of starting video just by getting used to playing with it.
Kelly, that's a perfect point, because the CapCut, I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? I don't know how to, I'm going to put this in here. It's going to take me forever to edit. I'm going to get frustrated. It was so easy to edit in here. And everything I'm showing you, teleprompter, it's so easy. Teleprompter app, you can just hit, put a new script and just speak into it, and it'll script it out for you. And then you can put your spaces in and you're ready. I can get a script in there, or you can pull it in from your files. There's so many easy ways to put it in there, and you're ready to go. The hard part is, if you want to script it, is actually putting the scripting together, not actually the video. And then the last one, this is a little bit more advanced, but I thought I'd show you. It's called the Easy Watermark. It's one of these two. You can do video. I found that this one is awesome. So this is just if you want to put your logo in the corner of your video, and that's what I'm starting to try to remember to do, actually. But it's I think it was cheap as well. It was like maybe $9 or $15 or something like that. And I know all this adds up, but $15, $20 doesn't add up to tons when you're trying to simplify doing videos. It doesn't have to take you all day long. If you have these apps, it can really help you with that. So, all right, I got to share my screen. All right. So monthly plan. So it's important to come up with a monthly plan. So there's long form, which you're going to film it, landscape, and there's no limit on time. And I use green screen for almost all of my long form. It's going to be on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn. For me, I do 8 long form for my Facebook ads or my funnels every month. So I do 2 Facebook ads a week, and that's all going to be long form. And then I take those long form and I put it out to the YouTube and LinkedIn, and then I'll have it on my website as well.
And long form, Sean, is just longer videos.
They're just longer videos. It's a little bit more formal than the short form. Short form is vertical, and you're cranking them out. So you're just cramming in 30 seconds, you're cramming in a ton of information and value. But it could be on a quick subject, like a guitar string, and you're just talking about what that one note in guitar string is, and that's it. And you just boom, that's that video. So I do about I'm trying to get short form. I'm trying to get up to 60. So right now I'm doing 1 post a day. Alicia Collins is in our coaching group. She does, I don't know, 3 or 4 a day, and she's insane. But it's absolutely incredible what she's doing, and she gives value quickly in each of those videos. So I'm at 1 a day, and the key is consistency. You have to be consistent, or you're just going to spin your wheels. I spun my wheels for 8 months thinking, I'm not doing it. I can't, and I just decided this year I'm going to just get at it. And that's where we're at. So, and then static posts, like twice a week, I'll put a static post out, which is just, just a picture or maybe something mindset. And I'm literally just getting into doing that a little bit. It's kind of like filler for me for right now. So long form, short form, and static. So once you have your monthly plan together, then you figure out content. So for me, I belong to a script school, which is Alicia Collins and Gay Lynn. Those two have a script school. We get in there and literally there's like 70 or 80 people and we're cranking out a topic that we already determined what we're going to talk about that Monday. And we crank this out. It's open to anybody to go. You just have to go to get the content. So that gives me a decent amount of content. And then Jamie and I, she is in New Jersey. She's also in our coaching group. We do a monthly content planning that she and I host. And we also have a topic. And then we try to figure out how we're going to get 30 posts out of that topic. And then there's the 80-20 rule for posting. 80% want, so it's the connection, it's the value, it's the entertainment, and then 20% is something that they need. And then topic wise, you kind of figure out what you want your topics to be. So for me, it's family, mindset, education, humor, me, the business, my kids, like all those things. Right now I'm heavy business, and now I'm going to start trickling in, and I do a decent amount of family, and I do a lot up in with the community. I do all these community videos with any restaurants new opening, been there for a while, and we're going to start getting out to farms, and I'm taking chefs each month to a farm, and we're going to talk about what they're growing, like all those things, because I am hyper local. I want to be real tight into my community. And I want to show it through video. And then you also have content with niche topics. For me, it's probate and downsizing. There are two things that I have an attorney that started giving me some probate business, and I love it. I love helping people that they're struggling a little bit and they need somebody to pick up the pieces for them and not worry about the house. And so pick your niche topics and do videos on those as well. And then, all right, any questions?
No, but if I could make a comment, Sean mentioned earlier Chat GPT, and we did a whole session on that earlier, a few months ago. You know, that's a great place for scripting as well. You know, if you like, hey, I want to do a video on first-time home buyers, you know, and you don't even know where to start, go into Chat GPT and say, write a script for first-time home buyers, and at least gives you a place to start. And then you can kind of tweak it so you don't have to reinvent the wheel. But there's many places for you to find content for sure.
And before you even write the script in Chat GPT, you could actually ask it to create content or give you content ideas. You know, just type in there, I'm a real estate agent and I'm looking for video content ideas. Give me the top 15 that are most popular, and it'll bang out that content for you right there. That happens to be around business. You got to figure out what your personal content will be. But it's easier than you think when you go out and you actually start searching for this stuff and getting it and then being able to put it together. So my recommendation, just kind of like piggybacking on what Sean said, is, you know, I think we just need to get out of our own way, and we just need to try it, you know, try one thing, and then that one thing expands, and it's going to be, you're going to be amazed at what you can do yourself.
Okay. So, I need a little interaction on this one, folks. So please just unmute and start pointing out all the things that maybe you can have as content for just this picture.
Landscaping.
So, landscaping, perfect.
Bungalow.
What was that one?
House style.
House style, perfect.
Front porch.
Perfect.
Homes for sale.
Homes for sale, yes.
Curb
The
appeal.
importance of lighting.
Curb appeal, lighting,
Windows,
windows.
doors, craftsman,
Yes.
Adirondack chairs.
Good
Yes.
photography.
Yes. Like there's so much in just that picture. And this, so you can say home maintenance, finishing touches, paint. So these are all right here. These are all videos. Paint a vibrant front door. That's a video. Add outdoor seating for, curb appeal. That's a video. Match all outdoor fixtures. Another video. Shine and straighten the mailbox. Another video. So you can literally get just out of this piece, you can crank out 20 videos in just this picture alone. So sometimes you need to slow down and go, oh my gosh, that's really not, that gives me 2 weeks, 3 weeks of videos. And paint a vibrant front door. You don't even need a script for that. You can just say, just crank that out and speak about that front door and why is it important to have the nice vibrant front door for the first impression of somebody that's selling their home. So that gives you an idea. Check roof shingles, patch cracks in the driveway, like all these things. So I think you get the point that it can be pretty simple putting something like that together. So here's what I do. Script, this is exactly what I do. I put script, I list all the scripts. So I try to do 14 a week. And I list script 1 through 14. And this one here was removing throw rugs. You got to have a hook. Overlooking these when getting your house ready to sell. That's the hook. And then the script. I do actually take my script and sometimes I will put it into ChatGPT and see what they say. And it sometimes flows better than mine, but this is the script. It's easy to overlook the small details that maximize your profits when selling your home. Consider removing throw carpets and exposing hardwood floors to showcase their natural beauty. If the floors are discolored beneath the carpet, finishing them can be worthwhile investment. Follow for more tips from Kennett Local Real Estate. So I've got my script, I've got the hook, I've got value that I've given them, and then I've given them they're going to go to Kennett Local Real Estate and hopefully follow. So here's the video. I don't know if there's any way you can hear this. I don't know how to do that because I've never done this before, but let me try it. Overlooking these when getting your house ready to sell. It's easy to overlook the small details that can maximize your profits when selling your home. Consider removing throw carpets and exposing hardwood floors to showcase their natural beauty. If the floors are discolored beneath, refinishing them could be a worthwhile investment. Follow for more tips. Kennett Local Real Estate. So pretty simple. That video, I don't know, what was it, 30 seconds, something like that. And you crank it out and you put it on all your social media sites. And when you start doing it consistently, that's when people I'm now, after 4 months of doing this, I have people on the street going, oh, I saw your video. Some people, I don't even know who they are. And they're like, I saw your video. And they're like, I love your videos. And it's not about the likes and all that. Even my own family doesn't like my own videos. They don't hit like. And I told them a million times, please comment and like. It helps me. And they still don't do it. So people have a tendency just to scroll, look at it and move on. So it's about getting your visibility out into your community. So when it's time for them to sell a house or buy a house or anything related with that or anything, they will think of you. Just some other stuff. I know that this group, you're going to be doing thumbnails at the end of this month. I think thumbnails are fantastic, definitely for long form. So I think Bruce, Kelly, you guys are doing that in like 3 weeks.
Yep, we've got Tara Roy teaching on the 31st how to create one in Canva. So
Guys, you cannot miss that. Tara Roy is absolutely phenomenal, and it takes her like 5 minutes to do a thumbnail. She's fantastic. So definitely get to that. SEO. You might be thinking, what about SEO and your comments, your whatever, what you're saying to go along with the video. I'm actually going to take this thing from Brandon Lucero. Jamie said he's absolutely amazing. So I'm going to start ramping up my game and try to figure out what I want to write as a script for them to understand what my video is about. It's going to boost my SEO and what hashtags, maybe I'm using the wrong hashtags. And so that's information, and that's probably a whole nother class that you can do on just SEO. Green screen versus location. Again, green screen, I use it for long form. Outside, I go in my car a lot. I walk the street. I walk in my house. I walk in other people's houses, and it's all using that Osmo 6. And you can crank out so many videos just by running around with that thing. We talked about ChatGPT, and then always have a call to action. Mine is follow for more tips from Kennett Local Real Estate. So it's a call to action, having them just go follow you so they get to see you more often. And I think that is it for me.
awesome. Any questions for Sean on anything? Equipment, process, content?
I'm just going to unmute and ask instead of typing. What is this boot camp you guys are talking about that you're in?
Bruce, Sean, I'll let you guys.
So
Yeah.
it's Pam, it's called the Mayshore method. And Krista Mayshore is a world-renowned coach. And she is a digital marketing guru. And we've been in it. I've been in it. Kelly and I've been in it since January of 2022. We really started ramping up probably last November. And that's I think that's when you and I hooked up, Sean.
Yeah.
So it's amazing. I mean, I've been doing this since November, and I've been drinking through a fire hose since November. And you learn everything. She has 2 master's degrees in digital marketing. And it's not cheap. But nothing that's really good comes cheap. But if you go in it and stick with it and just do even part of the stuff that she recommends, it gets you out there, gets you out of your own way, it gets you to be consistent. And I think that's the whole thing with our businesses, is that people are in and out, especially with videos. They run a video this week and then they won't run one for 3 weeks, and they're wondering what's going on and why it's not working. Sean and I do videos every day, and Sean does 14 a week. I want to be like Sean. So it is amazing. Sorry, that was a long explanation. But
That's okay. Mayshore method.
Mashore. Yeah. Just Google
It's
Krista
actually
Mayshore.
Krista Mayshore Coaching is what she would
Yeah.
want to Google. Krista Mayshore Coaching.
And Shelly is also part of our.
Yeah. And
group as well.
I just want to say, I've seen Sean just totally blow up in the last 4 months. And every video is better than the last one. And so I'm still baby steps on video. I always say when I grow up, I want to be Sean. So, but what you guys have to understand, so I've done a number of green screen videos, but I've still been reluctant to do like the instant videos. I call them instant videos, those little 60-second, 30-second, 20-second, just do them on the fly kind of things. And I love the fact that Sean shared that he doesn't totally do them on the fly. He actually uses a script. I thought he was doing them on the fly. So I love that he gave that secret away. But like even when I started with the green screen videos at the beginning, I was really herky jerky and stuff like that. And you have to get over not liking how you look. And I'm really having to get over that because I had to totally change my hairstyle and I have no use of my right hand right now, so you have to get over how you look and then you have to get over how you sound because believe it or not, how you sound is how everybody else hears you. You just hear yourself differently than the rest of the world. And how you look in video is how everybody else sees you because you're used to seeing yourself like with the left on the right and the right on the left, but everybody else looks at you and they see it the opposite direction, just like it happens in video. So, yeah, and go and look at Sean's stuff. I mean, it's brilliant, and I hate to say it, but sometimes I steal other people's scripts, and that's perfectly okay. Then just make them your own. But there's just so many wonderful scripts out there that you can just plagiarize a little.
Right. We always say R&D, which is, normally research and development, we call it rob and duplicate. I mean, we're all in different areas, right? So, and your sphere of influence is different than another agent, even in your area, right? So, easily you can rob and duplicate some great ideas from some very successful agents. But I think Bruce just said, get out of your own way. Bottom line, when we started, we just said, okay, we started doing the quick videos on our phone. We watched them. Yep, sounded echoey and tinny. So the first thing we did was we got some microphones, some great lapel, ones I don't even know what they cost, Bruce, but they had to be like maybe $50, $60, whatever. It wasn't anything major. We bought them on Amazon. And that made you feel better, right? Built your confidence a little bit. They sound better. Well, that's good. Now the next thing was, let's get the right equipment in terms of let's get the app for the teleprompter to be able to upload our scripts. And now we don't have to try to remember them and have 400 takes because we couldn't remember what we were supposed to say. So just do the baby steps. Get that one piece of equipment that makes it a little easier. Get that next piece of equipment that makes it a little easier, and so on and so on. But again, with Sean on the fly, there are things you can do on the fly, right? Even though his seem or we now know his secrets, right? That they might not be necessarily 100% on the fly. But think about if you go out for lunch and they're having a great special, or you go grab a cup of coffee and a local business is running a special that day. How hard is it to take your phone out and go, hey, you guys, I'm at ABC Coffee Company and they're having a 2-for-1 special. Meet your friend down here, grab a cup of coffee. I mean, you don't need a script for that, right? And then you can post it very, very quick and easy. So just don't think too hard about it.
Can I give one really quick on the fly? Because I've actually used this even with green screen. So people go, yeah, but you told me I should have a mic and to sound good and stuff. Use your ear pod. I swear to you. So I have my running ear pods. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I just make sure that I turn the other side of my head because I always only wear one ear pod. And they cut the background noise, they cut out the echo. If you're filming on your phone and you don't have a microphone with you, make sure you connect your ear pod and then just turn your head a little bit so that the other side of your face shows versus the side that's got the ear pod in. And it really cuts all the background noise, the wind noise, all that kind of stuff on an iPhone. I don't know about other phones.
Thanks.
Hey, Sean, I do have one other question. So the teleprompter that holds the phone, I know that you said that you use that with your iPad. Can you somehow hook it up to a laptop and have the laptop work with it as well, or not? Does it have to be an iPad?
No, I don't think so, because it has to be flat.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but you could run Prompt Smart and I guess just put your laptop on top and have it run and you have something flat. I mean, in the very beginning, I was putting like books on a desk until it was certain height and had my that on there. It was awful.
That's
Yeah,
what we do right now.
we use a ladder.
step ladder with our laptop.
Yes.
You know, and then Bruce is holding the phone right above where the camera is on the laptop while I'm
Yes.
reading. So I mean, we're hodgepodging it right now as we speak too, you know, so it's great. We've learned a couple things and gotten a couple new pieces of equipment ideas as well.
Yeah.
Anybody else have any other questions or comments?
If not, I was gonna say, Sean, would you mind sharing your screen and just pulling up your Kennett Local website just so everybody can see that? Because that's amazing.
Thank you.
He has a website, you guys, dedicated to the area where, yes, real estate, there's a real estate portion of it, but it is really dedicated to the community and things happening in the community. So, you know, I went to it and played around on it. It's a great website.
Yeah, so we have town life, food and drink, health, all this stuff here. And then this for the real estate section that hooks me over to eventually it'll end up going over to the Kennett Local Homes website, which is your CRM website. But yeah, then you just get in here and then you can see moving checklist, 5 reasons to downsize now, local market update. What is the home buying process? You just kind of throw all these things in there. And I have a VA that helps me with all this. He's awesome. And I'm just now going to get him to get into my website and start posting into my website because I only post there probably once a week. I take everything I did that week and put it into my website. So, but he's awesome. He takes everything. I go TikTok first. And I want to now go over to Instagram and starting there because Krista Mayshore had somebody come in and we really should be starting in Instagram if you want to grow your Instagram business. But right now I start TikTok and he pulls it off, takes the TikTok logo off, and then he puts it in all the other social media sites. And then I'm going to have him do it in my website.
Awesome. Awesome. Any other questions for Sean? Okay. Well, Sean, thank you so very much for your time today. This has been great. Like I said, I've learned a few things. Hopefully some of you that are thinking of starting video or are just starting to do video, hopefully you've got some great tips and tricks and some new equipment maybe you can start looking into. Again, get out of your own way, just start doing it. You don't have to love it, just start doing it so that you get a presence online, and you'll get smarter and stronger and better. I promise every time you do it. So thanks again, Sean. This is great for prepping. And then join us next week. We're going to talk about editing the video specifically through WeVideo, which is a program when you want to, like Sean said, there's some quicker, easier, cheaper ways. WeVideo is a little bit more full-scale editing with a lot more options. So we're just going to talk about that. And then obviously throughout the rest of May, we'll have some great speakers and ideas to, again, bring your video to the next level. So thank you all for joining us. This will be recorded in our Facebook page group. If you haven't joined, please do that. And again, thank you so much, Sean. You are amazing. And I'm going to continue to watch your videos and steal some of your ideas.
Sean,
Great.
thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
All right. Have a great day, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.